So I took a bath the other day, and the plug in my bath, it has like this twist thing. You twist it, and the thing comes up. It's like, some plugs you just pull like the plug.
Right, yeah.
This one has like a mechanism that like pushes the plug up from underneath.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, sure.
So the mechanism ceased to function. So for like 2 days, in my bathroom, there's this bath just filled with like my gross like fucking man residue, with this water that just couldn't drain away. We just couldn't get the plug out, right? And then slowly over the course of 2 days, it turns out that like maybe the plug is not as airtight as we thought it was, because the bath slowly drained out, leaving like this gross fucking film and like all these like pubes and stuff, like but we couldn't rinse it out because the plug was still stuck, right? So this morning, finally, I get the plug out, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm trying this thing, twisting it. And I noticed that like once I finally get the plug out, I had to use a screwdriver to like pry it out. But I couldn't do it when the tub was full of water. Like, it would have been I didn't want to ruin my screwdriver. So waited for it to empty out, pried it open. So I'm twisting this thing, and I noticed the mechanism is still working. And inside like the plug hole, it's just filled with like this gunge, and I think it was like creating like a vacuum seal, the gunge against the plug. So I wiped all that shit out, and then I noticed that the actual plug itself had a screw in the bottom of it so that you could like adjust the height of the plug, right? So I made it higher so that the little mechanism is just a little like lever underneath that pushes the plug up. I made it a bit longer so that it would connect better, sort of thing. And then I did like a test run. I filled the tub up. So, I was happy with like the length, put it in, filled the tub up a little bit. It's working better than ever now, boys.
Perfect.
Yeah. We have like this mechanism for our bathtub with the plug. You just twist it to the side and the plug pops open, you drain the water out or whatever. And then you twist it back to the other side to close it. So like you leave it open. Then when you run a bath, obviously close it and stuff. So I'd run a bath.
Did you just explain how a plug hole works?
Just in case you didn't know.
Okay.
You never know nowadays. You never know. There's people out there who probably never had a bath before. They just have showers or whatever. They don't understand how a plug works. It's understandable, I guess, but at the same time, kind of alarming. But whatever. I thought I should explain. So I have. Anyway, So I run a bath. I don't normally take baths. Every once in a while, like, I feel like a bit sorry for myself. I'm like, fuck, I could really go for a nice hot bath, Like, why not? I'll just have a soak and have a nice bath. So I run a bath, take a bath. It's really nice. Watched a bit of Netflix while I was in the bath. Controversial, I know. My wife doesn't like it, but whatever. I do it anyway. So I'm done. I get out, and I go to twist the fucking thing for the plug, and it's just like not working. It's like all loose, and it's not catching. So, oh, fuck. So this bathtub is just full of like gross water, my gross water that I've left in there, with no way of draining it out. And it took like 2 days before like the plug loosened up enough for me to like get a knife under there. And of course it's all murky water, right? It's all soapy, murky water, so you can't see. So I'm like in there fiddling around with this like bread knife trying to get this plug open and stuff. The bath is just completely off limits. And every time I go into the bathroom, it was so depressing. You look in this, there's like just this gross like, the soap had started like leaving a film around like the edges and stuff.
Jesus.
And it was, oh fuck, it was just the worst. And at that moment I thought like, oh Christ, I took this plug for granted.
You've just like bucketed it out into the toilet.
No, I mean, that's a lot of effort when you could just eventually get it.
Wait 2 days.
A butter knife, yeah. So once I got it open, I found out what the problem was. There's like a screw thing that had gone in too far, I think, like from misuse or something. So I had to like unscrew it a little bit to give it a little bit more leverage so that it would start popping again.
I have to say something at this point. You criticized Lewis for his story about being locked out, and you've just spoken for 5 minutes about a plug that was stuck in a plug hole.
I know. So there I was, a day much like today, very hot. I ran myself a cold bath, right, to cool down. And then I cooled down. I had a nice soak in the tub. And I got one of these plugs. I don't know if you have it. It's got like you got to turn it. And there's like a mechanism that brings the plug up. So I finish up in the tub and go to turn it. Nothing. It's stuck.
saw this like soap, scummy, grimy water from me. I was the only one in there. And sorry, did you find it?
Yeah, I'm just waiting on you.